Revelio.
I dream of making a better world for me.
Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Capulso. Revelio. Levioso.
The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better protection if you ask me.
That's that. Settled. Here. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin. What do you have in store for me this time?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I can't go back there.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio. Lumos. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Glacius. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Expelliarmus! Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Revelio. Compulso. Revelio.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley. Edgar Adley. No. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Radley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
Revelio.
Now, where could that acromantula cave be?
Revelio. Depulso. Descendo. Depulso. Descendo. Accio.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu pals.
These rocks have seen better days. Could it be?
I'm always given the dull tasks. It can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Descendo! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Lumos! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Yes, but only monks fall to such ailments. You really do worry too much.
Your poaching days are over.
Come out before I find you.
Petrificus totalis.
What was that?
Sold some baby nifflers the other day. Fetched a small fortune. You always get more when they're small. Not going to.
Thought we'd forget about that goblin help.
Glacius! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Descendo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. So this is the infamous absconder.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Arresto Momentum! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Levioso! Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Levioso! Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Now all that's taken care of, I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter.
Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio!
Shame. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
Where? From this cave, then.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to remember him by.
I am too. As far-fetched as his schemes were, Milo was a good friend, and I shall miss him. Please, accept this reward for your trouble.
What do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to remember him by. Oh, you'll like that. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Adley, do you have a moment?
For you? Always. You're a hero around here.
Any interesting chatter going around the town?
The absconder's finally gone, so that's a relief. But enough of spiders, eh? Everything is peaceful now, or as peaceful as one could expect given the current state of the world.
Did you know Mary Portman, the spider breeder?
Not personally, although everyone here speaks very fondly of her. Her friends say that she had a soft spot for the arachnids, but no one expected anything like this. You know what they say about good intentions, though. Thanks to her little hobby, quite a few lives were lost.
Well, I'd like to know more about you, Mr. Adley.
Not much to tell. I'm a merchant, but I also make it my personal business to provide every customer with what they need.
What do you have for sale?
Anything I can help you find? Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio.
Accio! Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Someone's going to regret trespassing.
Tricus totalis.
What have you done?
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprott?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This place has seen better days.
Repairer. Revelio.
No. If the bird is calling, I wouldn't say it's a good sign, not at all. It's evidence you've already called it. So no, I don't agree with you at all. The boot of an owl? Nonsense. That's what I call that. Nonsense.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio.
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Arresto momento. Glacius. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Arresto momento. Glacius. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Descendo.
That was a close one.
Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practising dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Past the river near the forest. I must be on the right track.
Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Leviosa. Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Descendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus.
Is that Inferius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be fun.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be!
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! My dear, dear brother!
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
How nice of you to stop by. Bring me a dozen shoes.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared, as they should be.
Petrificus totalis.
You will regret coming here. Such arrogance. One less human to what I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Wait a moment.
Petrificus
Ready to
totalis.
fight.
Petrificus totalis.
Hello? What? Someone there?
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
No!
Accio. Descendo.
You're like...
Arresto momentum. Glacius. Levioso.
You think this is funny?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. One camp down, one more to go.
How nice of you to stop by.
Wizard time. Meant to us once the war is over.
Revelio.
Why, it's a grapple on you.
Revelio.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind. Someone there? I won't rest until you're dead.
Revelio.
No one heard something that time. There you are.
Confringo. Incendio.
That's the student who released Oaks.
Arresto. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Levioso.
Incendio. Confringo. Protego. The move of a coward. Incendio. No! Glacius. Accio. Descendo.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
I do appreciate what you went through to... Thank you. Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying... I should have done more. I shall never forgive myself. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Buy myself
New instrument.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt.
Certainly.
But then,
at what cost?
fleeing?
I should think a house elf doesn't work as hard as me. And sometimes I have to wonder for what.
Flippendo might seem like
I
harmless
do
fun,
wish Pippin
but what's
would
the point
share
in
some of
toiling?
his
It can be
secret
done with
family
magic.
recipes.
I was simply saying
Appreciate the
before that I
ready-made
prefer dining on
potions, of
Amp on
course,
account of the wide
but I do
selection of
like to brew
merchandise.
my own when I can.
No witch can resist
Robert
magic.
Gaunt was the sort who'd flay her own mother.
I do enjoy the magic neat. Never find much to buy.
Wingardium Leviosa makes light work, I always say.
Beetle the Bard is a bit too hairy-hearted for my
I would
taste.
trade my one for all the chomping cabbage in China.
My
father always
children,
taught
and
me to
my
keep my
husband for
wand
that
at the
matter,
ready.
know not to press me
And
too
you?
much.
I reckon Eddie's
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. It would appear that you don't have enough for that. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? Mind you don't knock my potions. Therefore you can afford to replace them. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Warwen. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Yes! Expelliarmus!
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on it. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I... Blue powder?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Handy resource.
With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble?
Revelio.
It's an honor to be a part of it. There's a dead wizard in my book. Not quiet.
Arresto momentum. Levioso. Accio.
Any who oppose Ranrock will...
Wait a moment.
Somebody there? Hello? What's that? Who's there? Goblins will finally rule over wizards. Who is it?
Who's there?
Petrificus totalis.
You've made your last mistake. How nice of you to stop by.
No!
I will make
Arresto Iglesias. Levioso.
Confringo. Incendio. How nice of you. Expelliarmus. Little moon calf.
Depulso.
Stop up.
Arresto Momentum. Iglesias. Levioso. Incendio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.